Today we are talking about the jowls. Yes, these floppy things that everybody hates. You know, I've noticed mine are starting to get worse. I feel like I need a little bit of work again, a little bit of fibroblast to go in there and suck that neck up and get it all snatched. But if you want to learn how to get this jowl to behave and look a little bit better, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I do it to my clients. Welcome back. Christine Byer here, licensed esthetician for 23 years now. 23. I think I've been saying 22. It's 23 years. And on this channel, we talk about your skincare journey because it's never one thing we do to our face that makes it look better. It's a whole combination of things. So today we're talking about the jowls. The jowls are tricky. They're tricky. They're such a pain. I feel your pain. I'm 54 and I feel your pain. So with the jowls, you got this little divot here that starts to form as we get older. And then this starts to fold forward and not the prettiest way possible, right? So what we want to do with the jowls is we want to release them and then we want to lift them. So if you followed me for any amount of time at all, that's what I do with my clients. I release their muscles and then I lift them because we all hold tension in our face, and that includes the jowls. So what I'd like you to do first, and what I always do, let's just do some release work. For this, you don't even need the Anma. I would love to use it, but I'm just gonna use my fingers. So what we're trying to do is just little circles poking up against the bone. You know, you can apply some pressure here. Don't hurt yourself, but apply some pressure. Because we're just trying to release a lot of this tension that we stick up in our face, you know? All those facial expressions, right? You can pinch too if you want. Make sure you're making contact with the bone, because this is a massage saying, hey, you muscles, we want you to just relax. You work hard for us all day, showing people how we feel. Let's just relax. All right, so now that we have those semi-relaxed, I'm sure there's more we could do. If you had the Anma, real quick, we just go in and do one of these. If you had an Anma, I love this. It's a gua sha device. Awesome. But if you don't, just start there. A lot of times I like to release from the inside, right? And this includes a tight jaw, but if you release from the inside, this will look better. You want to use your opposite hand into here, and then you're going to go back as far as you can and come forward. Do not make this hurt. It shouldn't be too hard. It should feel a little bit of discomfort, but I don't want anybody coming for me, right? So just use some common sense here. Just maybe a quarter's worth of pressure. So if you have slip and glide on, I have some makeup on. How I normally do this is I'll put some massage medium on clients, or when they have a mask on, I'll go in. So we hold a lot of tension, and you think about every time we make an expression, it's pushing this back, right? So having it relax by pulling it forward and getting some fresh blood supply in there is really golden for anti-aging. It's a good thing. All right, so see, we've got some circulation going there. So that's gonna flush out toxins. We hold a lot of toxins down here underneath our chin. Let's do the other side. Once again, you'll want to probably put on a little bit of massage medium here, some water or something. All right. Yeah, so there you go. You start getting some circulation in there and some lymphatic drainage. You know, you can do a little lymphatic drainage. And then you're gonna wanna put on some conductive gel, because you need a device for this. And you can use an ultrasound device, you can use a microcurrent device, you can use a radio frequency device. I would say those would be my top 3 that I would choose, because you need something to help lift those muscles. So now I am gonna put on some conductive gel. So you wanna do this on a clean face, not like what I'm doing. And we're gonna do the vectors with this to help with jowls. And y'all know what the CB vectors are if you've been watching my channel at all. These are moves that we do with our devices that cut across areas of common facial sag, the CB vectors. Somebody just named that for me the other day. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds good, the CB vectors. I am just using a little bit of my own conductive gel here. So let me show you a couple different ways to lift this. You can use Time Master Pro, right? And do this, this, this. These are all moves that are going to help affect that gel. So this is a vector, this is a vector, this is a vector, right? Going underneath there, bring that up. This is probably the best vector that helps with the appearance of the jowl. And then one that lifts the cheek, so it's up a little higher. I'm taking off all my makeup, whatever. You see how I'm getting nice blood flow. All right, so let's try another device. All right, so with microcurrent, you're gonna do two different things. You're gonna hug the jawline, all right? Just hug it. It's the only time we ever go in a cross fiber massage with microcurrent on this particular device. But this makes that jawline pop out very nicely, which helps with that little cliff right here. So we start there, and then we'll do a vector. So now we are going with some muscles, right? We are lengthening some and shortening others. So we're lengthening the depressor because we're pulling this up and out. The depressing depressor is the muscle that pulls our smile down into a frown. All right, so we got this vector for jowls, this vector for jowls. And you'll want to reapply conductive gel as needed. Yes, I'm looking very, very, I got a lot of circulation going. So I just take the microcurrent and go corner of mouth to the ear, top of the ear, middle of the ear, bottom of the ear, and do a vector. You'd also want to lift your cheeks too, because anytime you lift your cheeks, it's going to help a bit with the jowl, right? So we'll do our cheeks. I'm just going to have to reapply some makeup here. Don't do this over your makeup. All right, and you know, if you want a little bit of a boost to your results, do this lying down. Lie down, and it kind of like, okay, muscles, this is where I want you to be. All right, so we've got some lift going. Got a little crazy makeup situation going, but we're gonna keep going. So I'm gonna apply my last device. If you're a lay person, I'm very sorry, ask your esthetician to buy this. This is a Method Bridget Kettner professional only device, and it's radio frequency mixed with infrared. So the reason they don't sell it to the general public is because you can basically liquefy your skin. If you're not thinking about it, it will go really deep. So if you're an esthetician, all you have to do is this. And this is like a fractionated radio frequency that's driven in deeper. See those, all the little electrodes on there? And I think this does the very best job of lifting. Once again, I'm very sorry if you're not an esthetician, you can't buy this, but have your esthetician buy it. It is one of those sleeper sort of devices. I just didn't know it would work so well. My mom says out of all the devices I have, this one lifts and plumps her face the most. All right, I'll stop teasing you because they will not sell it to you unless you're an esthetician. So that's it. You take your devices and you lift the cheek and lift in this manner, relax that jowl first, and that's it. That's how I would professionally lift my clients' jowls. Now, if this is not giving you enough lift, then you can look into like deep radio frequency, maybe getting a little bit of the fat removed. The worst case scenario is facelift, but if you can't afford that, try these methods first and see if you're not satisfied with the improvement that you get. Okay, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye now.